kama over services to farmers minus the money for allowances. Because you diverted, I don't know, I'm not really sure what is the role of the salary and then allowance. Because at the end of our taxes also are paying salary the same person.
I will be very grateful if you answer me well. Then lastly,
really, I'm sure you are parent in your family. And the honorable ministers, when you are seated on that, the issues which the commissioner has addressed, he noted very well that he was addressing the.
We feel that these challenges are facing our economy, especially another issue like absorption capacity of agencies. They don't spend all the money that they give them. That if these constraints are not addressed in this country as an economy, then we're going to have challenges in implementing the next coming financial year budget. However, in this analysis, we have noted a number of concerns. Number one is that we are seeing three sectors that are crucial to the livelihoods of citizens in this country being reduced, and that is education, that is health, and that is agriculture. Specifically on agriculture, we are seeing that the budget for NARO has dropped down by almost 49 billion Ugandan shillings. This is almost 149% reduction in the NARO budget. So when the banana wheel is coming, it has been cut. When we go to education, we have calculated one of the reasons why we have poor performance in this school is that there is poor monitoring of these schools. Teachers are border riders now. Headmasters report late. Children also report late, high report rates. And therefore inspection of schools is high. If we are not going to monitor the performance of our schools, the implementation of government programs in schools, then we are in a total disaster. And lastly is health. Two major things for health is that we have seen. One is that there is no wage enhancement for health workers. It is still remaining stable. That's number one. But we have also realized that money for pharmaceuticals, those are drugs and the rest, has actually reduced because one of our donors, the donor project that the government was being funded, has also has come to an end. And therefore, that's a very big one on our part. That medicines and other supplies in the Ministry of Health are likely to reduce. So in brief, those are some of the things that we are looking out for. But also, as civil society, we have come up with taxation proposals. We have been accused that we don't tell government where to get the money. And we have listed a number of things. And I will give you just key major proposals. Number one is that we should tax cash withdrawals above 5 million. This is to protect the poor who have less than 5 million, but also to encourage the informal sector to join the banking sector. People who have billions in their rooms and their houses can join the banking sector. Another taxation proposal we are currently environmental levies only for cars that are very old. And lastly is that we would like government to start to introduce painstakingly graduated tax. People hate it simply because the way it was being collected. People are being hunted like animals to collect this tax. We believe that if we have a proper administration, graduated tax can be collected properly, and that's how we can go on forward. And lastly is the infrastructure tax. Some of us, we missed going to the bush war in Ruwero. We would like to be part of the revolution by contributing to these big infrastructure projects. And therefore, if we do it the Ethiopian way, we could actually even reduce on the debt burden that we are currently having because of these infrastructure projects. So those are some of the few things that we have come up.
We heard that the government wanted to scrap it. Is it true? Zero on it. I am aware that the National ID Authority has been set up. So has that money been transferred to the National ID Authority? However,
map out a way forward where we cater for everybody. So I'm very happy about this discussion that's ongoing. Civil society, government, and actually all stakeholders on what the last budget achieved and what we are looking at in the next budget. It sounds exciting from the private sector point of view. The focus on infrastructure is very good for the private sector. Our main challenges have been the transport to Mombasa and back, the railway, the energy, and with the focus on infrastructure, by the ministry that responds to a lot of the needs of the private sector. Civil society must be listened to. This is a very good initiative where government comes together and allows civil society to voice their issues, because civil society works with the common man, works with the community, works at the grassroots. Some of those issues those in government often miss. So civil society is able to pick up real issues that affect the community. We've heard from the farmers. The lady brought up 5 points. We've heard from the disabled. We've heard from the youth. And there is critical issues for their sectors that government must incorporate in the next budget.
Extension workers, I'm not yet certain, because there is no proper guideline on the side of a ratio, like it is in the health and education, that extension worker is opening. The health worker is supposed to attend this number of patients, provide services for us, because we cannot improve our agriculture if we are at a distance with the agriculture extension workers. Mr. Commissioner, sir, you are much aware that at the district level, like a district, maybe it is only me who is unfortunate. A district where I come, we have only one production officer, the man who has grown old. Which election do you give that man to attend a whole district where farmers are?